Hello, my name is Ajit and in this video I will demonstrate how to set up a Synology Cloud Sync. So what is Synology Cloud Sync? Cloud Sync is a service which is provided by a Synology team to sync your data from any of the cloud provider with your Synology Nextbox. Just take an example. I have a AWS S3 bucket where I have one of the important data from a US location, and I want that data to be synced with my local LAN team or local team which is situated in India. So what I'm doing is I'm using a Synology Cloud Sync services here. So what you need to set up this? Number one, you need a Synology NAS box. Number two, you need to get the details of your AWS provider, Azure, Google, Dropbox, and Google Drive provider. For example, a username, password, a bucket name, a folder name which you want to sync with your local area network. And next, the last most important is the latest update version of your disk station manager, which is known as your DSM operating system. So let's start with the configuration. First of all, I'm going to my AWS management console account. I'll go to my S3 bucket. So I have a bucket called ThinkIT demo, and I have some of the files in that particular file. I want this file to be synced with my local area network by using Synology Cloud Sync services. Okay, so for that I need a dedicated account also. So I'll go to services, IAM. Under the IAM users, I have an account called Synology. So I will use this account details to sync a data from AWS S3 bucket to my Synology account. So next is you need to go to the Synology. You need to go to the package center. Under the package center, you can search a package name called Cloud Sync. So you can see the package name. Click on install. And you can see under the install package your Cloud Sync package is already installed. So I'm just closing the package center window. I'll go to main menu. Under the main menu you can see the Cloud Sync application is installed. Let's click on that. So once you open the wizard, so you will see the list of cloud service provider which is given under this application. So we have Alibaba, Amazon Prime, Azure Storage, Blackblaze Storage, Dropbox, Google Cloud Storage, Google Drive, AWS S3 Storage, Microsoft OneDrive for Business also we can use for the backup or synchronization. So here I'm using S3 bucket storage. Click on that. Next. So the S3 server which we are using is called Amazon S3. So for that we need access key. So I'll go back to IAM management console. I'll click on Synology user. I'll go click on security credentials. So you can see the access key ID I have. I'll copy from here. Now I need a secret key ID. So I'll click on show, copy, paste. So I'll click on bucket name. So once I click, it will start authentication with my S3 bucket, and you can see the ThinkIT demo is displayed. So I click on that, click next. So now the connection name you can give Amazon S3 to Synology, and the local path where you want to store or sync the file. Click on that. So I have two folders. One is data, one is with the name of AWS data. So I'll use AWS data for right now. If you want to create a new folder, you can create it. Select. So what type of sync direction you want to select? It should be a bidirectional, means both side, or you just want to download a remote data, or you want to upload the local changes. I'm using the bidirectional, and the part size should be minimum 128 MB and maximum should be you can use 5 GB. So here I'm using 512 MB should be the maximum size. The storage class where you want to store the data. So you can select from here the standard storage, reduced redundancy storage, or infrequent access storage. So if you want to access the data on the daily basis, you always select the standards one. If you don't want to access the data on the daily basis, so you can use infrequent. So in this demo, I'm using the standard storage. So enable advanced consistency check, click this also enable. If you want to use a data encryption option, you can select the option, otherwise leave it as a default. The next option is schedule settings. So in this schedule settings, when I want to schedule the sync, so you can click on enable. So you can select the particular time when the data should be synced. If you want to select a suspend time, for example on Sundays, I don't want to sync the data, so I can unselect the option. Okay, otherwise you can leave it as a default. Okay, click next, apply, and okay. So you can see the synchronization is started, so it is up to date. So let's go to the main menu. Under the file station, under the AWS data, you can see both the files which I have in my AWS S3 bucket is downloaded on my Synology box under my AWS data folder. So next is, let's see the properties and settings which we can change after the sync setup is done. We click on manage. We can pause the sync and we can unlink the sync. So under the task list, under which folder your task is scheduled is AWS data. So if you can want to edit, so you can go edit, click folder, which folder you want to sync. It will show the sync root folder. File filter, this is one of the important options. You need to be careful. If I don't want to sync any of the music file, you can uncheck video file, adjust my image and document file. If you want other files don't to be synced, like exe files or ISO files, so you can insert that option by using star.exe and click on add. So now your exe files will not sync with the AWS bucket. So press OK. So under the schedule, when you want to schedule the option, when you want to suspend the option, you can always do it. Under the settings, the connection name is Amazon S3 to Synology. You can change it. So traffic control, maximum upload size and maximum download size, you always select. The storage class which I have selected is standard storage. We can change after the sync done is completed. Under the history, you can see which file is downloaded. So this is the way you can see all the settings related to the particular task which you have created. So this is the that's the way, or that's the option you can select, or you can create a multiple task by click on plus symbol, and you can select a multiple service provider at a single time. Okay, so this is a steps to set up a cloud sync from Amazon S3 to your bucket or your folder or to your Synology box. So now what you can do is you can share that particular folder with the users so they can start using the particular file. So how we can do it? So I'll go to the main menu. Under the control panel, I have a share folder called AWS data. I will go to edit, give permission to ThinkIT user to use this particular folder. Click OK. Now what I'll do, I will map this folder with my local computer. I'll go to my computer, add a network drive, backslash IP address of the Synology box slash AWS data. Okay, it will ask for the username. Username is ThinkIT. Password is, if you want to remember the conditions, you can do it, otherwise leave it as a default. Press OK. So now you can see under this PC your network drive is mapped. Now you can use the particular files which we have in AWS bucket, or you can upload the new files, because we have selected the option is bidirectional. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe.